where people land when they come in through our website, where I'm standing. And the default vision, of course, allows you to see yourself, and then it allows you to see the arrow keys directions here on the ground. And that was purposeful. We made this whole orientation course so that it used the default settings, because we looked at many orientations and they required you to be using the camera, or they assumed that you knew certain things. We assume nothing. Many of the people that come into us have no gaming experience. They wouldn't even know to use the arrow keys to walk to the sign.
Yeah.
I didn't either. I had no experience. But that's how we designed this course, was to make it extremely easy for newcomers. So you see the sign there on your left, it's the welcome sign that tells you what you're going to learn. You notice that the signs are tilted back slightly? And that is because the default vision setting works better at that angle. We did a lot of testing. The background is not a clean, clear white, it's a textured beige. And that was for assisting our people with visual impairments. So we checked all these things. The only thing we have found that doesn't work well is that for people who are completely colorblind, not just like red-green colorblind, which is the more common kind, but completely colorblind who see everything as black, gray, and white, they have difficulty detecting the sign from the sand. So that's a little disorienting to them. But we're going to be putting wave files in each sign that a blind person could trigger so that the sign will read itself to them. And we think that will take care of that problem for people with color blindness as well. Super. And for dyslexics too. Yeah. Try and make things in as many different formats as possible. We use maps all through the orientation. One reason is because people are always asking, well, you know, how much longer? Where am I? What am I learning? But there's also an instructional use for them, as you'll see later. And then we believe in accessibility, which includes being Mac accessible.
Oh, good.
I know, me too, me too. And we actually have a Mac training expert as one of our volunteers, and he is himself extremely dyslexic, but we managed to figure out what he was saying, and we got the sign, and it's very, very helpful.
Conference. Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. He's a really nice guy. And then, this is still in the movement section. We teach camera controls as part of movement.
And I teach camera controls as part of Machinima. How interesting, yes.
Yep, you need to, don't you? And because of the learning theory that we're using called andragogy, we have, I guess, what you would call a spiral curriculum. So you notice you learn to walk, and then you walk quite a ways to get down to this area. So you practice what you've just learned. Well, now you've just learned camera controls, and so here, looking out onto the pond, you see there's some butterflies. And if you use your camera controls, you can go out and click on a butterfly, and then see what happens when you do that.
Wonderful. Oh, how beautiful.
Okay, you got one. And you get 3 different kinds of rewards. You got a sound, you got a light,
how rewarding.
And you got green text. Well, it's meant to be rewarding, but it's also meant to be multimodal, and there are reasons why we use the green text. I didn't see the green text. It's personal to you. And if you are a gamer and are pretty experienced with camera controls, you can come over here and catch dragonflies. They're quite a bit more challenging. But some people want more challenge.
So it's like built-in assessment. Yeah.
Yes, it is, exactly. Practice and assessment, definitely. And the other thing we do is we provide lots of warnings, because for people using assistive technology, there are a lot of things that don't work the same way as for people who are using just a regular keyboard input. So this sign here is a warning about mouse look. You know, you can get into mouse look accidentally. You can get into mouse look if you buy certain weapons and wear them. They automatically put you into mouse look. There are certain auditoriums that the seats put you automatically into mouse look. But it can be a real problem if you're using an on-screen keyboard, because it takes away your access to the escape key and you can't get out of it unless you turn the computer completely off. Which, you know, for you, you just have to stand up and toggle it in the back on the power switch or something, right? But if you're a quadriplegic, you're stuck.
You know, these are the things people don't even think about. So it's, yeah.
Exactly. And that's the kind of stuff we try and include because of the audience that we have. We teach the pie menu as part of movement too, because it has that all-important sit. Over here we provide lots of different kinds of practice for sitting. You know, you can sit on the logs, you can sit on the picnic blanket, you can sit on the picnic table. The cool one is a little pose ball, Picnic Thieves. Because if you sit on that and use your camera controls, which, by the way, you just learned and you should practice, you will see who's stealing the fruit off the picnic table. And you can also see that if you sit on the picnic table,
look at them.
you can see the thieves.
Oh, they're adorable.
Isn't that cute? Oh, I don't know about adorable, but they are good practice.
Fun. That's really good. Yeah.
Yes, that's the whole idea. We want to embed the practice, but make it fun. And also, that's one of the reasons we have a tropical island theme for our orientation, because it makes sense, the kind of practice that we needed. Dancing, of course, that's another kind of sit in Second Life, and it's something you absolutely have to learn how to do. And this pose way back here up against the back wall is a pose that I use a lot at dances. You see it there? That brown one? It's the wallflower pose. And, you know, lime jelly, I don't know if that even exists in the real world, but it's such a common dance in the Second Life world. We had to put lime jelly out here. Just for fun. And I can't dance in real life. I am unable to stand up, unaided.
And you know, Gentle, I know you just from Second Life. I always see you in this beautiful outfit walking around. So, yeah, this is who I know.
Right. Well, I could show you the Voice of America video, and you could see who I really am.
Well,
it's quite a contrast.
If you'd like to show
you really want to see that?
I like to know you however you want me to know you. I know you right now as you here. And a very gentle, friendly person. Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally open about this. Well, I picked that name on purpose. I am a gentle person. And that is a link that shows you some of the text of their television clip. But at the top they also have little video clips.